All right, boys and girls, how we doing this fine Saturday afternoon? You guys getting ready for all the football and stuff? It's good to see you guys. We're back after a little bit of a hiatus, and when I say we, I'm talking about myself, JoesAtmosfere, and my man Justifier Jim. How you doing this fine Saturday, sir?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Let's see. I've got to grab something I completely forgot about, man. I've actually got a way to accept tips now, and I got to start reminding myself to put it in there. There's a way to get a bot to do it. You see that Stream Elements bot that's talking in there?
Yep.
I've got to figure out how to get that one to put this up, but right now I'm manually having to do it. So if you guys want to support the channel, there's the link. It's a tipping page through Stream Elements. It's something that guys do that aren't monetized yet on YouTube. So feel free.
What's up, David?
Whenever you want to. And David is already in the chat saying, "Yes, Excalibur." He's talking about that sign I was painting at the beginning of it for the comic book place. Yeah. And what does he say? Poor audio. Yeah, well, guys, it has to be that way for the time being until I figure it out. What's going on, Don? It's good to see you. He always calls me Old Man Joe. That's my man, Don Harvey. Nice. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I've got a lapel mic on, guys. If you're wondering what it is, and I know it's. I'm working with it to see if I can't get the sound a little better, but I kind of need to do this so I can move around. So I apologize if it sounds worse than usual. But how was your Christmas break there, buddy? How'd it go?
It was cool. You know, I worked Christmas Eve, but I mean, it was good. Good overall. Got to relax. And yeah, that's pretty much it. How about you?
Oh, mine was pretty good. Let's see. Don says, not much, just chilling on my couch and watching you and have Patton on the TV. Patton, wow, what a great movie, dude. That's a fantastic movie. But yeah, I haven't even had time to finish writing the script for the second issue, but I do have the first page ready to go. let's see. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to start plotting issue 2, and I will clue you guys in on what we've done so far already. As far as I'll show you the last page of it anyway. But just to let you know what the first page is going to be for this new one, the script reads 2/3 page Miami news crew reporting live from the scene of a massive blast. See issue 1, pages 13 and 14, which is, if you remember correctly, it's the police van that has the guys that they caught on the ocean in it that gets blown up by an RPG, and there's going to be a lot of first responders, including police, fire, and rescue, all over the place in a chaotic background, with the reporter in the forefront. And then the bottom 2 panels, the second panel is going to have a reporter interviewing a police sergeant that really doesn't want to be interviewed. And then the third one is going to have a fireman calling out from behind him, "We got one." So somebody's actually going to survive that explosion. Oh, and that's going to set a whole bunch of stuff into motion. Because, of course, the Privateer and Communist Reigns people are both monitoring the situation there on the ground in Miami. So, Don Overy says, "Yep." He's talking about the Patton movie. Yeah. But anyway, talk to him real quick while I drop out real fast and switch around. What I got for Christmas was these lapel mics, so I don't have to unhook the mic, but I do have to switch cameras because the guys at Best Buy apparently know better than my wife what she wants, and they got her a file transfer cord instead of a USB extender. They gave her a file transfer cord. It's not what we needed. You know what I'm saying? I've got one of these, but I have to unplug one camera and plug in the other one. So bear with me, guys. Jim will keep you company. I hope he does. I'll be right back.
All right. Now I've taken over the channel for good. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Joe will be back. So yeah, speaking of the second issue or episode of things, some of you may or may not know, I'm writing my own story called The Justifiers. I recently finished writing what I call episode 1, the beginning. Very original. Over the break. Over our break, like a little bit before New Year's. That was my goal. I'm working on episode 2 now, the beginning, part 2. So riveting. But no, it's I've let a couple people read it. So far they've liked it overall. There's a couple things that I may.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Jim? Jim. Oh, shit.
I can't even see you.
No, he can't even see me. All right, guys. He had to drop out because apparently when I do this, it drops his mic out. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. Make sure my stuff's working. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's still working. Okay. Yeah, this is not the best setup yet, but it's a lot easier than switching all that stuff around. Did you take over my channel successfully, man?
I did.
Oh shit!
I was telling the folks at home about the Justifiers, how I finished episode 1 before the new year, and I've started episode 2.
Yeah.
So.
Hang on a second. I got to make sure our channel's still going.
It is.
It is? Okay. Cool. Because my video went crazy there for a second.
Oh my.
Okay. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. But anyway, you saw what the script is for the first page of the next comic. Now, if you forgot where we left off, he got arrested in Guantanamo Bay. Hang on. Let me bring up the camera. Let's see. And gotta share the screen. There we are. Now, of course, if you remember correctly, he was arrested and taken to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and he's got he breaks loose of his bonds and lets them know that he was born in 1750 and he's the privateer and blah blah blah, and the actual commander of the base is actually watching it through glass, and he says, "Get me the Pentagon," and then you see that the next issue is called "The Privateer Unchained," and we're going to start like I just read with the ambulance, or excuse me, with the explosion scene. So, I of course am going to have to do some research here. I decided to just leave a set of these posters up. I think that'll be cool looking during the video. What do you think?
Yeah.
I like it. I think it looks cool. But anyway, so what'd you do for Christmas? Who'd you go see? Did you go see any relatives or anything?
Well, no, I hung out with my best friend and her family.
Oh yeah?
Just couldn't get it to work out where I could actually go see, my family. I did get to see them for Thanksgiving though, so that was nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot. Rhonda, you got to remind me to get that damn T-square out of the car. It has been in there since I did the friggin'...
Do you need me to go get it?
No. I've only got a few lines to draw here, and I can do it right here with these things. But yeah, it's been in there since I did that sign for Excalibur.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oopsie.
I needed it for that, because it's not only a straight edge, it's a ruler too. So it was good for measurements and shit like that. Let's see if anybody's doing anything in the chat here.
Not that I saw.
Carl Darren's in there.
Carl Darren! What's
He
up,
said,
buddy?
huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! What's up? Guys, I have my back to my computer. Here's another drawback. If you are watching this on anything other than YouTube, I am not going to see what you're saying. I do not have the computer in front of me at this point. If you have questions or anything, and you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, just leave a comment and I will look through them at the end of the show when I switch cameras back to the other side. Okay? Really, I want you watching on YouTube anyway, folks, because that is the channel I'm trying to build up right now.
You watching on your phone? Thank you, David.
What's that? I'm watching on my phone.
David said he's watching on his phone, so I assume he's watching it on YouTube on his phone.
Yeah, he's watching on YouTube because I can see it. Yep. That's what I was trying to tell folks. If you're watching it on something else, I do not see you. So Don, if I've seen you on Twitch and Facebook, get your butt over to YouTube so I can see what you're saying. Don likes to watch Twitch and YouTube.
Right.
Okay, so we've got the explosion of it's like a paddy wagon, a police van, right? Mm-hmm. So, and all those guys were in the back of it. Let's see. We want to have, and of course the reporters in the foreground, right? So let's have the video camera coming in at an angle on somebody's, we'll have somebody focusing it in, right? Those big cameras they use for television production, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be on somebody's shoulder right here, in the foreground. And we'll have the reporter over here.
Real Wade Nation is asking, hey, opinion, do you think the NFL did well on the playoff chaos?
They did the best they could. They did the best they could, Wade, really. As far as I'm concerned, man, you know, they weren't going to play that game. I mean, if those two teams play against each other again, imagine how many flashbacks those guys are going to be having to that traumatic experience they had. It's going to be rough. But yeah, I think they're doing the best they can. I like the neutral field thing. The only thing I don't like is the coin toss deal with the Ravens. That's about the only thing I don't like. I know it wasn't being played. Yeah. Oh, no doubt. They're definitely not playing that game. Okay, we gotta do a little research here, Jim. We gotta find out what's a TV station in Miami.
Miami.
For this guy to be working for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he's gonna be the smooth guy, right?
Right.
Smooth hair and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'll put that link in for tips again here in a second. I think they did okay. They did the best they could, man. I mean, I'm glad they called the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really glad that Damar is off the breathing apparatus and he's making a lot of headway as far as his recovery. That was just, you know, if you watch me and my brother's show, which by the way, I don't know what happened to the algorithm or what, but people must have missed my brother because my gosh, that video's had like 120 views in the last 24 hours. It's ridiculous. And I appreciate it all, guys. Thank you very much for watching the replay of that show from Thursday from me and my brother. But we were talking about it, and you know, it's just the what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I have a section on there called Turn Out the Lights, and there's a bunch of big hits on this thing, Jimmy. If you've ever watched the show, there's a couple of, like, there's one where Steve Largent's cleaning a guy out, and then there's another one where Kurt Warner, the hit that knocked him into retirement. I mean, one of the Saints players just cleaned him out, man. Okay? And these are violent collisions, okay? And if you saw what happened to Damar, dude, it was just a typical football play. He took the guy on. The guy lowered his head into his chest, and he wrapped him up. Nice form tackle, took him to the ground. Guy was going no further, you know, and he popped up like he was fixing to head to his huddle, and then he just fell straight over backwards. And what they're saying is that it was just a perfectly timed hit to where the 1 in a million time that the heart is in a certain part of its cycle, to where if you jar that part of the cycle, you can send somebody instantly into cardiac arrest, and that's what happened to this guy.
Damn.
And it was scary, man. They were doing that. Both teams huddled around what was going on the field because they didn't want people to see what was going on, because they were doing chest compressions on him for 10 minutes waiting on an ambulance to get out there.
Shit.
Yeah. So, but as my man Rich Eisen, let's see. We're going to have pieces of the truck, right? We got the building. Of course, we're going to have the privateer up top here, the logo, right? And then we're going to have pieces of the truck. We're going to have firemen, cops, right? Got to have cops. We're going to have cops out here directing traffic, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, firemen putting the blaze out. fire. Okay. So we're going to have a lot of action going on behind them. We're going to see a tire maybe on the ground, busted up. I don't want to show any bodies. We'll just show a wreck, you know.
Yeah.
And then in this one, we'll have the reporter putting the mic in the face of the cop, right? Of course, he's not going to want to even talk to the guy. No cop ever wants to talk to a reporter. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
So he's going to have a hand up, like, whoa. And he's going to. And then he'll be right here. So you liking what you're doing with your book, man? I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. I mean, you know, I know you're a busy dude, so, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's definitely taking a different turn from the first time I originally wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more mature.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm having fun with it so far.
That's good. That's what you need to be doing, man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, for sure.
There's this one scene that I wrote in the first issue.
Yeah.
A little bit of a spoiler, but it's not much of a spoiler.
This show is for spoilers. This is for people to get the inside dope, man.
True. So
what this is for.
So one of the newer generals of the evil robots team, his name is Freeze Frame. Basically, he's a ice manipulating power type of robot, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting inside the mall against Clearshot, who's for lack of a better word, of master of gun fu.
Gun fu?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Sounds like some
equilibrium.
No, not equilibrium. Well, yeah, kind of equilibrium, but I was thinking more like oh God, John Woo. John Woo makes a bunch of movies like that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But he has like protective armor, nanite powered armor over him. And he has his SMG blasters out, and he's just going to town on the robots, right? Well, Freeze Frame freezes his SMGs. So he throws them to the ground on either side of him. And I don't know what movie it is. It's one that Henry Cavill did, but like this is something I did back in the day too. I don't know why, but it's like he's like, he looks at Freeze Frame. And he's like, okay, you know what? He stands up. He takes his arms and he goes like that. And out of each gauntlet is a short range barrel for shotgun rounds. He's like, wow. So as he's trying to punch him, he's shooting shotgun blasts too. So it's just that, I don't know why that scene just really sticks in my head. But it's starting to come together a little bit. We'll put it that way. The team is almost whole. Well, the core team is almost whole. And yeah, I just can't wait to see where this goes.
That's cool.
Or if it goes,
Okay, and this is going to be a fireman right here. And he's going to be hollering out, "We got one," right? And in the background, we'll have a whole bunch of people turning around and looking, including the cop and the reporter over here, a little farther away with the shocked look around their heads. You know what I mean? And we gotta have the cameraman over here, right? With the camera on his shoulder. And he'll be turning towards there, right? Microphone. The cop will be turning around. Actually, his back will be to it. So, that will be page 1.
All
Let
right.
me get her darkened up. Yeah, this is when you really get to see it here, guys. This is... Of course, I don't even know that they use big cameras. See, I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. I'm going to go with the big camera thing, but I don't even know if they use big cameras anymore. Really don't.
I mean, maybe this is a smaller local news channel that does it, you know?
There's nothing small in Miami, I don't think, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a major city in the U.S., dude.
That's very true.
Yeah. Of course, the cameraman is going to have one of those floral friggin' shirts on, like he's Mr. Beach Bum, you know.
Right.
He'll have a watch on, but he's not going to have. He's definitely going to. And then, now if you guys are new to this and don't know what I'm doing, what we have here is, this is the plot of the comic book, what's going to go in each panel. And by the time I get this done digitally, it may look a little bit different, but this is basically the plot of what's going to go in each panel. Basically what we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this guy's got to have perfect hair. You know, he's the news reporter. You know, he's got to have the perfect hair. Like I said, there's a whole lot of research that has to be done, but it doesn't have to be done for the plotting part of it. But I'll definitely have to check and see what size cameras they use, what kind of mics, that kind of thing. I mean, the more detail you can put into things, the better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited, bro.
I'm excited, too.
I hear you. Let's see. Joe, you have ever worked for Marvel or DC? No. This is a passion project that I have been writing for more than 20 years. Trust me, I've got at least, I don't know, Jimmy, what do you think? I got at least 10, 20 comic books worth of material that I could do right now.
Yeah.
That I've already written. No, I'm a guy that I worked in manufacturing for 18 years, and I was a bartender for 20 years before that. And when my plant shut down, I decided to invest some money in myself. I bought this computer to do my streaming with, and I decided to start working on my comic book. I don't even know where you guys are going to be able to buy this yet. I'm leaning towards going with Action Comics, especially after I say Action, Scout Comics. I had a really good conversation with a fella with Scout Comics at GeekCon here locally. It's the local Comic-Con that happens every year in August here in the Shreveport-Bossier area in Louisiana, and and after doing that sign for Excalibur, and after talking to them, because what better firsthand knowledge can you get of what a comic book shop is going to want to buy than talking to the guys that sell comics, right? And they really, were leaning towards, hey, you need to get with somebody like Image or Scout because, that's where I'm going to get it to the most people. So that I'm leaning that way. If I don't do it that way, it's going to have to be a crowdfunder. It's going to have to be either Kickstarter or an Indiegogo because I don't have Eric July money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eric did a great thing, but man, he put a lot of money into that, guys. He invested $200,000 in what he did.
Right.
So I mean, he built a warehouse and all kinds of shit. I don't have that kind of bread, man. So
right.
Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit more small time. So, but no, I have never worked for DC or Marvel. I've always wanted to. That would have been a dream job for me, really. But and actually, the dream job would be doing Spider-Man because that's my boy.
God.
But hopefully I wouldn't messed it up as bad as Dan Slott did. But I might have. You never know.
This private tier, what?
Yeah. The Privateer is kind of a mishmash of all my favorite superheroes, man. He really is.
Yep.
He's rich like Batman, but he comes from nothing like Spider-Man, It's and really, well, Jimmy's heard this 1,000 times, but you guys haven't. I mean, I was a big fan of a movie called Scarecrow of Romney Marsh, and it takes place during the American Revolution. So that had a lot to do with it too. And let's see, David, Punisher inspired Grim Privateer. What?
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Don't stop it. Just let it run. Punisher inspired Grim Privateer. When? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man.
But yeah. Well, actually, no. I do know when. When the dude. Yeah. You're gonna love it when your mom goes bad guy.
Oh
when
my God.
the Shadow Fox shows up. Yeah, you're gonna dig that. And the Privateer kind of loses his mind there for a little bit. Yeah, he goes straight up Wolverine or Punisher, you could say. Yeah, she becomes the Shadow Fox when she's taken over by an evil necromancer. Yeah, it's a great story, man. It's really cool.
Would be right up Darren's alley.
Yeah,
that's mystical.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, whether or not we do it the way it was originally intended, as part of the Saving Saxon storyline, I don't know yet. Just depends on if this comic book takes off or not. I'm going to do his origin story, and we're going to go from there. If we make money at it, I will come up with a deal where I can get Jimmy's characters in here. And actually, Saxon got a hold of me the other day and wanted me to play Conan with him. Conan
he did
Exiles.
The same thing with me too.
Yeah. He's wanted to put but apparently that's his new fun game he's playing.
Yeah.
He wants to play Conan Exiles, so Yep. But anyway, let's see. Oh, cool! I can do this from my phone. How nice! There's the link, guys, if you want to support the channel.
Awesome.
But yeah. So I hope I answered your question, Real Wade Nation. Yeah, I've never worked for them. This is something that you know who inspired me to do this? It's my friends like Jimmy that have always wanted me to do this. We used to write stories together when we played DC Universe Online together, and the other people that have inspired me, of course, my family's always wanted me to do this. I just never had the time to do it, and the other people that have done it is these YouTubers I follow. That have all told me, get off your ass and do it, quit waiting around about it. And, when you're working a regular job, you really don't have time, but now I have the luxury of working at a job that doesn't pay me much, but it's for a nonprofit organization. And I get 3 days off a week. I mean, I do most of my hours in 2 days. Today and tomorrow is when I do, or no, yesterday and today's. I work. I'm a resident manager for a rehab. What? 31 hours between Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
So the rest of the week I only have to do 9 hours, and the rest of the time I can be doing this. So let's see. Monkey Jeebus. Hey guys, PCM raid. PCM. Which one's that one, man? PCM.
David starting stuff.
Are you talking about? Oh, PC. Oh, Pop Culture Minefield raid. I like it. It. Thank you, sir. I was wondering what you were talking about there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Monkey.
David said if anybody donates $100,000, he guarantees you'll put them in the comic.
Yeah, because he want a piece of it, no doubt. Nobody's giving us $100,000. But anyway, let's see. I'm getting my soul demolished in Elden Ring. Are you enjoying it, man? Are you enjoying Elden Ring?
Man,
it's right up his alley, dude. David's a gamer. He loves the harder stuff that you have to learn patterns and all that good stuff. His brain works that way. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
He loves stuff like that. Yeah. He asked me about it when he started playing it. Yeah, it's hard to describe. The challenge is fun. Yeah. Elden Ring was probably the most popular game that came out last year, Jimmy. And
yeah.
It's a pretty good game.
I played it for like a couple hours.
I knew you wouldn't be playing it long. Excuse me, I got some water.
Yeah. I got stuck and I'm just like, I'm good.
What? I don't even know why I use that coaster. It ends up on the floor every time I use it, man.
Hey, it's okay.
Every time. But yeah, I got this camera for Christmas, right?
Very nice.
And some other stuff. So I got this. I don't even know if I have it pointed at myself. This ring light, and yeah, Rhonda. The Royal Fox tried to fix me up to where I wouldn't have to turn around,
That's cool. David said the only gripe he has about Elden Rings is the lack of clear direction, but it's a minor gripe.
Well, yeah, that it's made to be like an open world kind of thing where you can go where you want to and play it at your own pace.
Yeah. And that's kind of how they did the latest Pokemon games too. Like before you had to follow a clear-cut path to go to each gym. Now you can decide which gyms you want to take on first and last and all that stuff.
Open world is awesome. At least tell me what to do, laugh out loud. Well, yeah, right. I have to give it to DCO. At least it gives you a little bit of a tutorial each time.
Right.
Yeah, I've heard that's a problem with Elden Ring. Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be page 1. Mm-hmm. This is the privateer. We got to finish it by marking the page. Mm-hmm. Privateer, issue 2, page 1. There it is. That's the plot. Now, you guys see this stuff right here? This is how I'll be finishing it. It's what they, let's see, DCUO is too easy. It's pay to win. Well, some of us choose to play it without paying, and you can win by, of course, we put a decade into it plus, right, Jimmy? Yeah. So we've got some pretty good stuff. But anyway, you see these posters here, which I know I got to get them on the website so you guys can get one if you want to. I was hoping to do that during the holiday, but a lot more happened than I thought was going to happen. But as soon as I'm done with Christian, I have a commission to do for Christian. And once I'm done with that, then I'll be able to play with the website and get our merchandise started over there and get these posters up. I've already decided they're going to be $30 a piece with free shipping. Okay. If you were at one of the Comic Cons, you get it for $20, but I got to pay for shipping, so we're gonna bump it up to 30 and just free shipping. So anyway, the way I do it is I take this, right? Snap a picture of it with my phone. You guys are gonna crack up. I'm using eye products to do this, man. I take a picture of it with my phone, clean it up, then I take my iPad and I have a program called Procreate that I did all of this on. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how I did the posters, and that's exactly how I'm going to do the book. So I like it because if you guys know anything about me, I'm a pencil sketch artist. I've always have been. That's what I got to do for Christian. I have I have something to do for him. I can't say what it is, but once I'm done with that, I get that out Monday. Then I'll be able to play with the website and get this stuff up. I want to do pencil sketch portrait lessons on the website. The Royal Fox has some merchandise that you guys have seen, coffee mugs, these posters. I'll show you another thing here in a second when I switch cameras again. And I'll take commissions for portrait art too. So, but I don't want to do that until I get the website finished. Right now, it's just a skeleton website with a schedule from our videos on it. But anyway, Jimmy, keep them entertained for a second while I switch cameras, and I will be right back, guys.
I take the channel again.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, guys, I mean, this is definitely history in the making. Joe was talking about how they have their Comic-Con every August. The one in my area, the DMV or DC, Maryland, Virginia area, Awesome Con, I believe is happening June 23rd through the 25th. I'm not 100% sure on the dates. They haven't even released any guest list yet. But, and I can't guarantee it, we're going to try to promote some Privateer stuff down there. We're going to try very hard because this story, guys, his universe needs to be put out there. Hey, I've been to Awesome Con before. Yes, David, it is truly awesome, isn't it? This, I remember Awesome Con is the only con I've ever been to. I've been to it a couple different years. I haven't been to it in years. But I remember the first year I think it was there, I went to that one. And all it was in one room in the lower level of the convention center. And it was literally just the one room. They had like, Ernie Hudson as one of the guests. It was like only 3 or 4 guests. And just, comic books lined up at different tables. Not too much of an artist alleyway or, vendors, anything other than comics. But it has significantly grown. And it is truly amazing. If you guys are in the DC Metro Virginia area at that time, I suggest looking it up. You can also follow them on Facebook for more information as well.
All right, brother. Can you hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. Yeah, this changing cameras is messing up the sound and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, that's how I do it. I do a pencil sketch of the plot, and then I go in and do the details on the computer program. Let's see, Monkey Jeebus, you guys aptly named. Awesome Con. Monkey Jeebus says you can do character designs and make 3D models for AI to animate and take screenshots. And Palmetto,
I think it's
I don't know.
Palmetto book.
I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'm hey, at least I'm doing some digital stuff, because I tell you what I was afraid of. I was afraid of using inks on this paper and screwing my stuff up. You know what I mean? That's what I was afraid of more than anything. Because I could pencil sketch all day, but you could really mess stuff up if you start using ink on stuff, if you don't know what you're doing. And I'm not that versatile with ink, so I would hate to do that. Can you hear me all right, bud?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just want
All
to
right.
make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, we're back to, having some messed up stuff. whenever. Yeah, we'll have that fixed next week. I'll have the correct components. So.
Okay.
What's he talking about?
Like a concept. He said
Fumetti?
fumetti is an Italian form of using photos and word bubbles for comics.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. Hey, man. Don't I see some stuff on YouTube that does that with like figures?
Probably.
Haven't I seen some shit like that?
Probably some stop motion for ACBA or something. Shout out to Articulated Comic Book Arts. Yes.
There you go. All right. Let's see. I've got that background up still, don't I, man? Let's see. Let me fix that. Yeah, this is our first show in a while, guys. So there's a couple of screw ups, but yeah, some of the other merch I'm going to have on the website's like, tell me what this is again, Foxy. Patriot. Is that what it is?
Yes.
It's a glass cutting board. So, or a hot plate or something like that. It's something you can either display or you can actually use for food and stuff. So I'm a Cro-Magnon man. I wouldn't know. My wife knows all that stuff. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for, especially the guys from Pop Culture Minefield, for raiding me. I appreciate it, man. It's good to see you guys. Yeah, I've been busy, so I haven't been on as much of their stuff because I had a lot of commissions over Christmas and stuff. And, I'm starting off with some commissions this time around too. But let's see. Let's let you guys know what's going on with the channel as usual. Of course, you're watching Sketching the Privateer, the creation of my dream project, the time-traveling pirate from the American Revolution, the Privateer. We're going to be doing this every Saturday now that the new year is here, from 1:30 to 2:30. Sometimes not. Sometimes it goes a little short. Like we didn't have much to draw today, so we got that done pretty quick. Also, and that's every Saturday afternoon at 1:30 Central. And then tomorrow morning, the game should be starting here pretty soon. You got Kansas City and Las Vegas this afternoon at 3:30 Central, and the Jaguars and Titans square off tonight. Who's going to take the AFC South? We'll have all the details for you tomorrow morning. If you're tired of watching the Communist News Network, ESPN, come watch some football fans just like you talk about some football. That's 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 2 hours before kickoff of the early games on week 18 tomorrow. And then, of course, tomorrow night, I've got to start promoting this, and I got to get a graphic up for it. But I'm going to be on every Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock with my man, the Dork Knight from Las Vegas. I'm his co-host, kind of like you're my co-host on this. I'm his co-host on the Dork side of the ring. It's all the wrestling you need.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. That's on Pop Culture Minefield's channel at 1 p.m. Eastern. No, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll be on for a couple of hours every Sunday. We're live every Sunday, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, on Monday evenings, about 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central, I'm on Twitch, Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. Play a little Madden, a little DCUO. But right now, I'm doing a playthrough. I'll definitely be playing an hour of The Force Awakens. I'm doing a walkthrough of that one, my favorite Star Wars game right now. So look for that on Twitch. It's my only Twitch show now. I do it just to keep my hands in my video games because I love them. Because I am Jimmy's right. I'm busy all the time now.
Yeah.
But
hey, what's up, Dork Knight? Dork Knight's in the chat.
Hey, Dork Knight, what's up? I just got done pushing the channel, man. I just got done telling them when we were going to be on. And so, yeah, that's on Twitch every Monday evening, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. I go for about 3 hours and change games about every hour. And then, of course, Jimmy and the Dork Knight and whoever else on my friends list that's a YouTuber that wants to join me, I shotgun it out to them every Wednesday. The State of the Atmosphere. It's just me and my buddies hanging out, talking about whatever the chat wants to talk about. You can see us do that every Wednesday for 2 hours, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. What is he talking about? See the thumbnail? No, I didn't put the thumbnail out. Sorry, man. I don't have it up here. Hey, man. What's up, Toth? You guys caught me right when I'm leaving. Yeah, I was just telling Jimmy I need to get that thumbnail up, but I did tell everybody what time we're on and when we're doing it and all that good stuff. And then, of course, the Brothers Hack the Matrix every Thursday, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. It's a headline-driven show where we show you everything that happened in the clown show that is 2023 in the last week. So, Jimmy, you got any words of wisdom to impart to our guests here before we get out of here?
Just, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to us again. We really appreciate it. Let's get this man up there. Let's get his comics up and out into the world. Make sure y'all drink your water, and may the power protect you.
Man, you are always, you're like, that's one thing about me and Jimmy. We're always glass half full no matter what happens, man. Listen, guys, want to thank you for being here. Tune in next week when we do this same thing again. Get all the behind-the-scenes stuff on the Justifiers, brought to you by Justifier Jim, and the Privateer universe, and Patriot, the preemptive action, tactical response, intelligence offensive team, better known as Patriot. You can get all the behind-the-scenes stuff before it even gets to market. And so you guys take care of yourselves, and until we see you again, I want you to keep on keeping on. God bless.